Now what I'm doing is I'm looking for what's called, well, just some deer sign. Let's not get real technical here. I'm just looking for some deer sign. Looking for scrapes or rubs. And right now I'm not seeing anything. I just love, there was a guy on YouTube that sent me a message. Said my videos are kind of amateurish. That's it, like an amateur. So yeah. And yeah, my videos are amateurish because I am a amateur photographer. He said I ought to rent some videos like, and he named, I don't even remember their names, and to watch them and try to mimic what they do. Well, if I mimicked what somebody else did, I wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be me. And I told him, I sent him back a message, said I do not rehearse anything. What you see is what you get. Because real life is not rehearsed. Let's say you're out hunting. Now hunting might be foreign to some of you. Let's say you're out sitting in a stand and you're waiting for a deer to come out. Is the deer going to come out in a rehearsal? You're going to rehearse shooting the deer. Then the deer is going to go back into the woods and come out and do it for real? No. No, they're not. No, they're not. Life is not a rehearsal. Life is real. And just like I'm really not finding any deer sign right now. Well, this is the way it is, though. I'm out here looking around, and I'm just not finding anything. Because this is real life. Those videos, those hunting videos that you rent, I don't know how many of y'all rent them, but you think they go out and kill a monster buck every time? Or this huge turkey every time? Or they go out and catch their limit of fish or ducks every time? No. No, they don't. They might have to shoot over and over and over again until they get something. And what you don't see is the hours and hours of not getting anything. So I'm giving y'all what it's like to really hunt. I'm out here looking for, like I said, deer sign, rubs or scrapes, and I'm talking to y'all instead of looking for droppings. I should be looking for deer droppings, but I'm not finding anything. And this is real life. I will give you some tips, though. There's a common misconception. Let's say that you come up to a pine tree. This is a pine tree. This is pine straw. Alright, this is pine straw. A buck will not use a pine tree to rub the velvet off his antlers. So it's a common misconception that if you go up to a pine tree and you see like part of the bark missing, people say, oh, that's where a buck rubbed his antlers. No, a buck won't use a pine tree. If he does, he'll only use it once. And the reason being is because pine trees are full of sap. If a buck got sap on his antlers, everything would stick to it. So they like plants that have very little sap. Magnolias. They like magnolias. They like these little brush like this. Here's a little like that, a little tree sprout. They like stuff like that they can kind of bend and twist and get in the little nooks and crannies. So while you're out scouting around, you want to look for the small brush. Something's been in here rooting around, probably wild hogs. But this is real life. This is what people do not want to see, is somebody out here scouting an area and not seeing anything. But that's real life. So does that mean that they don't want to see real life? That's another topic. But anyway, I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to head on up to the truck and get loaded up. My son-in-law TJ's with me. He's over there. But every year, here's some feces, some dung. It's a herbivore. It's got seeds in it. But that's not deer. Deer makes little pellets, oblong pellets, about 3/8 of an inch long, half an inch long. Well, guys and gals, it's time to load up and go back home, and I'll talk to you later.